Anyone who has gone on a diet knows how hard it is to change your eating habits for 1 week. You're gonna lose weight. I lost weight, patience, and friends.
They call him Fluffy, though his actual name is Gabriel Iglesias. It may not surprise you, he likes fast food. He's also a collector of vintage Volkswagens. Most of all, he's very funny. Tracy Smith catches up with Fluffy just for laughs.
It takes a pretty big name to fill LA's Dodger Stadium. The Beatles didn't quite manage it in '66. But Sir Elton John did in '75. And last May, this guy became the first comic ever to sell out the famous ballpark. All for a comedy special that's streaming now on Netflix.
Wow.
He's Gabriel Iglesias, known to his millions of fans as Fluffy.
Such an amazing night. I still tell everybody that is the single greatest night of my life.
So far.
So far. The week is young.
I don't talk about politics, religion, or sports, okay? Because all three will divide people. That's why I talk about food. Because food brings people together. That's right, unless you're vegan.
Okay, so where did Fluffy come from?
It's a nickname that I got many, many years ago. It's the joke was, I told my mom, they keep calling me fat. Oh, mijo, you're not fat, you're fluffy. And I'm like, Fluffy? Okay, Fluffy. And then it just stuck.
It stuck.
And I hated it. I hated the fact that people were calling me Fluffy, not calling me Gabriel. And right now, if you Google or you go to any search engine and you put in Fluffy, my face pops up. And so I tell people I own the word, because literally, I do.
My dog loves me so much, he cannot control his own bodily functions. When I would go home, I would immediately pick him up before anything. And then my girlfriend would get mad. How come you don't come to me first? Because the dog loves me more. How do you know I don't love you more? I said, I don't see a puddle.
He also owns a reputation as one of the most successful comedians working today, and by choice, one of the least controversial.
Everyone has opinions. And I tell people, I got strong opinions. I go, but I don't put them on stage. I go, you want to know how I feel? Buy me a drink. Let's hang out at the bar. Leave your camera in the car. All right? Let's just talk. You know, as a comic, though, I just want to keep the show fun and friendly for everyone.
The youngest of 6, Iglesias was just a kid when his parents split up, so he was raised by his single mom.
Was she strict?
Not strict. She was fair. And I tested her many times as a kid. Fortunately, I learned quickly that I don't like pain. And yeah, because back then you were allowed to, and it was encouraged.
An occasional spanking or two?
Spanking is light. No, my mom had a belt that she had a nail that she put in the kitchen in the wall, and then she would hang the belt on the nail, and she'd go, you know, I'm your mom, and that's your dad. You let me know when you want to talk to him. And I'm like, okay.
Mr. T walk up and go, I heard you did some jokes about me. No, you didn't. Maybe I didn't.
Even as a grade school kid, young Gabriel was a stand-up comedy fan.
I'm gonna go beat up the fool that told me them lies.
This one, Eddie Murphy's Raw, was his favorite.
My mom was going to be gone for a couple of hours, and so I got a couple of hours worth of videotapes, and that's what kept me entertained while she was gone.
And Eddie Murphy Raw.
Eddie Murphy Raw is what I saw and what inspired me to want to do comedy. Next thing I know, I did a school talent show, and the rest is history.
Apollo, please welcome comedian Gabriel Iglesias.
Like most new comedians, Fluffy's early gigs didn't pay much.
I know a lot of you are probably wondering right now, Gabriel, are you related to? Ladies, you better believe it. Hey, trust me, after a 6-pack and a shot of tequila, I look a lot like Julio.
So he took side jobs to scrape by.
I knew a contractor, and I called him up and I said, hey, do you have anything I could do for cash? And he goes, well, all I got are guys that are digging ditches. If you're not too good to dig a ditch, I'm like, I'll go dig a ditch. And so I did that just to get cash.
So you'd be digging ditches by day when you had to.
Digging ditches by day and doing comedy at night.
Well, listen, if we don't leave right now, they're going to close McDonald's and you're going to have to eat at the airport.
But it got better. And within a few years, he went from making a living on stage to making a killing.
No one ever gives me a hard time for driving one of these, or 20.
Now, with a net worth reportedly in the tens of millions, Fluffy Iglesias can afford to indulge his lifelong passion, Volkswagens.
So it went from one VW to how many?
A few. Yeah, I don't have a problem.
His office in his hometown of Long Beach, California, looks more like a VW museum. Each one is pristine and drivable.
Listen to that.
But if you don't struggle, if you don't know what it is to have to earn something, then will you really appreciate it? How will you take care of it?
But it's a hobby that takes a back seat to his career. Fluffy's been known to spend 44 weeks a year on the road.
You've had a few health issues that I don't know whether it's due to the relentless pace, but
No, it's due to drive-thrus. I'm a heavy guy now, but I used to be 100 pounds heavier. And so, it's easy to do it when you're younger, but when time starts creeping up on you, you got to adjust or it'll adjust for you.
did you have alarm bells? I mean, you got diagnosed with diabetes.
Diabetes, yeah. And I still, like, for example, I wear a monitor right here that keeps tabs on my blood sugar and lets me know when I'm acting a fool. But, you wear this long enough, you already know. I already know, just looking at something, it's like a little extra relationship. Like, you should be doing. I know. Don't even think about. I know. So
do you listen to it?
sometimes, but if there's an opportunity for a moment, I feel like I still need my little moments. So yeah,
We did it.
And few moments are sweeter than his Dodger Stadium gig. In fact, the day before it happened, Fluffy said he knew it would be a hard act to follow.
How do you top this?
That's been a question. What do we do after this? Because, like, for me, the first thought was after 25 years, maybe I hang it up. I've saved my money. I've paid all my bills. I don't owe anybody anything. I could actually just ride off into the sunset, and I think nobody would hold it against me if I made this the last show. But then there's also the conversation of, well, if you could do one of these, maybe you could do another one. And so, I think that's more so what we're leaning, towards.
Yeah, you can't walk away. Come on.
I know, I'm too pretty still.